Hello dear students, welcome to our online English lesson. We are going to study Unit 8 Bookworms. We are going to finish the unit on this video. Let's start right now. Exercise 15. Read the story and complete text with the past form of the verbs below, then choose the correct answer. Let's select my pen. It was a Saturday morning. Tom at 9 o'clock. Tom woke up at 9 o'clock and had a nice breakfast. He had history homework about dinosaurs, so he looked for some information in the books on his bookshelf, but he couldn't find anything. Then he called his friend Tina and they went to the library together. It was 3:30 when they arrived there. There were lots of books in the library. A librarian called Jane Jones helped them, and they find a book. So it's they found a book about dinosaurs. It was a very old book and it was very heavy. The book from the library. What can they do with the book from the library? They borrowed the book from the library and back home at 5:15. What can they back home? Came back home at 5:15. The children went into the bedroom and sat on the bed. On the first page. They opened the first page of the book and started to read, and suddenly they saw a light in the book and they were in a forest by the river. Interesting. There were lots of large dinosaurs around. Tom and Tina were very scared, so they started to run, but Tom fell down and he hurt his leg. I'm not going to change the word here. It's same at best, simple. At that time, a pretty dinosaur. What can they do, a pretty dinosaur? See. So they saw a pretty dinosaur. Her name was Dino Ellie and she was very friendly. She had wings and she could fly. They got on Dino Ellie and flew around this fantastic world. They lots of things about them. They learned lots of things about them and had a great time there. First question: where were Tom and his friend on Saturday afternoon? It was a Saturday morning. He called his friend Tina. Afternoon. It was 3:30 when they arrived there. Library. Option B is correct. What time did they return home? They came back home at 5:15. Option C is correct. What happened to Tom in the forest? Remember, he fell down and hurt his leg. Option C. Who did they become friends with in the forest? They became a friend with a dinosaur, but she had wings and she could fly. So only dinosaur which can fly is on option A. Let's move on to the exercise 16. Read and circle the correct answer. Why did you go to the library yesterday? To buy some books. You cannot buy books from the library. To borrow some novels. It's correct. To lend a storybook. I don't know if you can lend a book to a library. Let's move on to the second question. Can you lend me your dictionary? Of course, here you are. I did my homework. It's not related with what she's saying. I found my dictionary. So why she does ask for a dictionary? I must look up some new words. It's the most proper answer here. You can look up some words from the dictionary. Next one, she says something about 8. I think I really enjoy reading. What kind of books do you like? She's answering with a number, so what is not a question we are looking for. How many novels do you read a month? Possible. What time do you start reading? About 8 o'clock maybe, but she's not talking about a clock. So how many novels do you read a month is the correct one. I think reading novels is more exciting than reading poetry books. Poetry books are more interesting. She thinks novels are better than poetry books, but she disagrees. I'm sorry, I can't. Is a refusal. I disagree with you. Probably. Yes, you are right. Poetry books are more interesting. She is not talking about poetry books are more interesting than novel books. So this one is wrong. B is the correct one. Question 5. Where is it? Look, it's under your desk. I didn't lose my dictionary. So why you ask? I don't have a kite. Not related with. I can't find my novel. And she is showing where is his novel. Option C is correct. She talks about something. I met with my friends and went to the cinema. So she must be asking what she did. What did you do last weekend? Possible. Where did you meet with your friends? She's not asking where. Who did you go to the cinema with? I met with my friends and went to the cinema. There is no information about who. So correct one is A. Exercise 17. Find the past form of the verbs in the word search puzzle and then complete the sentences with them. I am going to skip the puzzle part. It's your homework, you can say. Let's start with the words. Ernest Hemingway was a famous author. He lots of short stories and novels. Let's see the words here. Find, read, write, see, buy, do, teach, go home and give. An author writes a book, so this one is better. He wrote lots of short stories and novels because was James, his classmate, saw at the fun fair yesterday. James, find, read, see. See is the most possible answer here. James saw his classmates who at the fun fair yesterday. Next one, a novel for my sister from that bookshop and on her birthday last week. I think he bought a novel for her or his sister. I bought a novel for my sister. John finished reading the novel Matilda yesterday and it back to the library. So give back is the possible answer. So we change it to gave it back to the library. Last night a short story about the adventures of two brave boys. It was really great. Read. Last night I read a short story about the adventures of two brave boys. It was really great. John and his family back from holiday last Saturday. Came back from holiday last Saturday. My brother to the library to do his science project yesterday. To the library to do his science project. Infinitive here, so most proper one is here. Went to the library. 8. Peter his homework before he went to sleep. He did his homework before he went to sleep. Thomas couldn't go to school, so his mom taught him how to read and write. Teach is the most possible verb here. Teach him how to read and write. I some keys on the bus yesterday. Only verb is here. Find. I found some keys on the bus yesterday morning and gave it to the bus driver. I think we have finished all the exercise on our books. Now let's take a look at our tests. First one. What are you looking up for, Jacob? I'm trying to find my dictionary. I have an English class today and I should take it to school. Where did you leave it? Don't you remember? No. Can you help me? Okay, let's look at your desk. There are lots of books here. I think it is somewhere here. I'm not sure. Look, which of the following statements completes the conversation? Aşağıdaki ifadelerden hangisi bu konuşmayı bitirmek için kullanılabilir? You should be more careful in your classes. It's between the newspapers and the magazines. He said, look, Mike is showing somewhere. It's possible. A dictionary includes the words in a different language. Yes, it's correct, but it's not related with our completing statement. I can buy a new dictionary for you from your bookshop. Nope. B is the possible answer here. Second one, which of the following is correct according to the picture above? The clock is under the bookshelf. It's not under, it's over the bookshelf. The bookshelf is over the sofa. It's possible. Let's take a look at other options. The lamps are in front of the drawers. They are not in front, they are on the drawers. The sofa is behind the lamps. No, it's between the lamps. So B is the correct one. Fill in the blank according to the table below. Where is busy weekend? Saturday 10:30. Saturday 2:45. Sunday 11 a.m. Sunday 3 p.m. Last weekend, Mary went to the cinema before she borrowed some books from the library. Went to the cinema after she borrowed some books. Now, not before. Met with her friends and spent time at the fun fair after shopping. Not after again. Watched a movie at the cinema and went to the library on different days. No, they went to the library on same day, but they went to the library before cinema. Both presents for her dad 4 hours after she went to the fun fair. She went to fun fair at 11 a.m. and went shopping at 3 p.m. This one is correct. Question 4. Helen is in the library. She is reading a novel called Adventures of Huckleberry Finn for her literature assignment at the moment. She needs to look up the meanings of some words. Which one should she borrow? Look up aramaktı. Kelime arayacaksa eğer bize dictionary, sözlük gerekiyor. Şiir kitabı, Huckleberry Finn'in kendisi, yani novel, gazetenin Daily News. Question 5. Which question does not have an answer in the paragraph? Terry is a real bookworm. He has a big bookcase in his room, and there are lots of books on the shelves. He enjoys reading short stories most and he has all the stories of the famous writer Roy Call in his bookcase. Every morning he starts a new book and doesn't sleep until he finishes it. He reads his books even at breaks when he is at school. Reading is lots of fun for him. Which question doesn't have an answer in the paragraph? Who is Terry's favorite author? I think there is no information about it. Who is Terry's favorite author? He has all the stories. This is where we can get his favorite author. Terry's favorite author is Roald Dahl. What kind of books does he enjoy reading? He enjoys reading short stories most. So there is an answer in the text. How many books does he read in a day? He starts a new book and doesn't sleep until he finishes it. So every day he reads a book. What time does he start reading? I think there is no information about it. So option D is the correct one. Question 6, Henry and Jack conversation. We can see Henry: wow, are you reading a book, Jack? Yeah, I'm reading it for my literature assignment. Did you read this novel when you were at secondary school too? No, I didn't, because it was so dull. I only read the first page and stopped reading. Dull, synonym of boring. So I only read the first page and stopped reading can show it's boring. It was more interesting. If it is interesting, then it's not boring. Option C. I borrowed the author's other books from the library. It's not related with it. Option D. I had lots of time to read when I was on summer holiday. This is not related with it either. A. By the way, assignment. I said these words, görev, but I also said homework. Yani ödev. We are using assignment as an ödev here. Let's move on. Thomas is in the library. He is looking for some books of a famous writer, but he can't find them. He calls the librarian and asks her, what does he say? How many short stories are there in the library? Where can I find the dictionaries? Which shelf are the novels of Stephen King on? Can you tell me about some famous writers? Can you tell me about some famous writers is not the question we are looking for. Which shelf are the novels? Stephen King is a famous writer. It must be true answer here. Let's take a look at other options. Where can I find the dictionaries? He's looking for a famous writer. I think this is not correct. How many short stories are there in the library? This is not related with what are we looking for. Option C is the correct one here. Answer the question 8 and 9 according to the paragraph below. I'm Linda. My friend and my family call me a bookworm because I spend all my free time reading a book. I've got big bookshelf in my bedroom and there are lots of novels and stories on it. My favorite novels are Harry Potter books by J.K. Rowling. I read all of them in a month, but not Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows because I couldn't find it at the bookshops or in the library. My mom said you can download and read it on your tablet, but I hate reading ebooks. I enjoy reading a book with paper pages and feeling and smelling them. I decided to look for it later in the city library. Then something interesting happened last weekend. It was my birthday and both my dad and mom gave me the same book as a present. It was Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows by J.K. Rowling. They were also so surprised. Don't worry, I can read them both, I said, and we all laughed a lot. Linda didn't want to read Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows on her tablet because she found it in the city library. No, I think she doesn't like e-books. She prefers reading paper books to e-books. Correct. There are lots of novels in her room. Her mother bought her that book. Correct answer is B. What happened on Linda's birthday? She was surprised to have such a big birthday party. There is no information about it. She found her favorite Harry Potter book at the bookshop. Can be, but not bookshop. She got 2 books called Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. Yes. Her mom and dad felt worried about Linda's hobbies. No, they are not. The correct one is C. Dear students, we have finished Unit 8. Your homework is finishing the test book of Ahead with English, page 73 to 82. I hope you understand me. Take care and see you.